Hello everyone, it's Julie from Camellia Crafts Designs. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to all my new subscribers. Very much appreciated. Right, I'm doing a little series. It's a bit of an unfinished series, but if you've been watching my YouTube channel, especially those of you who've been with me from the beginning, you'll notice I make stuff and then it never appears anywhere, does it? Because I never actually finish it. Like this one here, I made this one quite recently. This lovely stack pocket, a tag and pocket finished. A little lift up corner pocket finished. But the stack pocket is just a stack pocket and there's no in it. So I'm going to finish it. So I put those that are finished to one side. I've got my box of small ephemera, my tiny ephemera, my labels, and I've got all the rest of the printouts from the kit that I use by My Porch Prints. So I'll be cutting some of the ephemera out, decorating it up and popping it in. I've also got these, which I love. These are from Pink Monarch Prints. So it's all about prints today. And yeah, just labels. I just fancy some different labels, so I got these and I like them because, you know, I always end up going to brown labels, don't I? They're my favourite. So this is a different colour brown to what I've had before. We've got I like these with darker outsides, much more grungy. And yeah, I can't remember. Yes, she does do the smaller ones. There's quite a few in the kit. I will link it below. So yeah, this is my favourite colour labels. I also got this from her, which is a tags and pocket kit. I haven't done anything with it yet. I just printed it out. More labels. I went a bit mad and I printed too many labels out and I did some on paper. I don't normally do them on paper. So I've got to think of something to do with paper ones. I might just, do you know what I might do? I'm not going to do it on camera, it'll bore you to tears. I might cut them all out, and because the paper, I might do like a franking page just out of labels. That'll be something a bit different. Yeah, can you see I just went a bit mad? I must have been printing something else when I did these, because I've ended up with like 3 of each. It's just labels for days, isn't it? I mean, how much stuff could I do with labels? So I will just keep the ones out that I printed on my, I think, what is it? 160 GSM cardstock. So we'll use them. So I'll put the paper ones away. I'll put that gorgeous tag pocket kit away. We'll do that another time. Another time, yeah. Sometime never. No, I will, because it's lovely. So I've kept my 3 sheets of labels that are on card. So here's my pocket. So I normally start off with my big stuff down to my little stuff. So I start off by measuring, because I can't remember when I made this, no idea, don't know what it measured. I measured the pocket. I can fit a 7.5 inch tag in there, but I want to put something at the top of this. So I think my tallest one's going to be 7 inches, yeah. Biggest one's going to be 7 inches by 4 inches wide. So I'm going to jot that down because you all know my memory is absolutely shocking. So my biggest tag will be 7 by 4 max. I'll remember that then. I'll put lid on that so we don't want pink pen everywhere. So let's have a flick through this ephemera. See what we've got. Ooh, I love it. It's done for you, this, isn't it? A lot in it. I'll just cut it out and pop it in, like that one and that one. They're just going to get cut out, inked up and popped in. I'm not going to make you watch me fussy cut them all. I'm only going to cut the ones where I'm going to do some more decoration. But yeah, they're done for you, aren't they? Oh wow, look at them. Wowzer. But some of the smaller elements, I think I'm going to mat and layer those onto a tag. I love that. Oh yeah, I did print some of the papers off, didn't I? So, yeah, let's have a look-see. I think I'm going to do a bit of collage with the papers, and I'm going to use that green one. and a more neutral one of the more beigey ones. That's the ticking paper set. Loving it. I don't know what I'd use yellow for. I think I'd put that with bee themed stuff. Don't know. I might put a bit of yellow on here. I love that one. So I'm going to collage with some of that. My hands are really dry. I've been doing cleaning and oh dear, they're a right mess. Becky's in a bedroom. Yeah, one of my children. Yeah, because you'd think we live in a mansion, wouldn't you? We live in a 3-bed semi. I've had one child come from downstairs asking me where the other child is. Like, yeah. I think she's in West Wing. I should have said, shouldn't I? She's in West Wing. Oh, I like that one. That's a lovely background page. Yeah, so I'm going to rip some of these up and do a bit of collage with them. Yeah, that's my plan. So, grab... I'm going to show you another one of my random boxes here. This is my box of... Well, they were blank tags, and then I've gone and stuck a load in top that aren't really blank, haven't I? As I were tidying my craft room up this weekend. So move them. Right, these are my blank ones. Oh, we've even got a pack of ones there that I bought from someone. I don't think I've got a tag in here big enough, have I? That's not going to be 7 inches, is it? I don't want to use white, so that's not going to work. What we got here? No, these are not. Some are blank, some aren't. Yeah, so Fiona, if you're watching, yep. I just make things and stick them in boxes forever. But these are the kind of things I'm going to want to finish in this series. I mean, there's probably things in here that would look nice in this pocket. In fact, that's a lovely journal card from Artie Mays. I'm going to use it. I really like that. I think I quite like that card colour. And I think that's Artie Mays. That'll fit nicely. Now, there's nothing for it. I'm going to have to grab a piece of card and cut it up. So, oh, I've got some there. I've got a box, a drawer that's just random. So what's this measure? That's a 3" by 6½. Yeah, that'll make a couple of nice collage tags. So here we go. What's that? Oh, I've left lid off somewhere. Tell you what, let's make use of lid. Put stuff in it. So these are going to be my first tags. And I'm going to start by... This is so not a using up your scraps video. This is a let's make some more scraps video. I'm going to start ripping this paper. Oh, someone at the door. Pause. And I'm back. Yeah, Amazon. It's always Amazon. Yeah, I stopped. I grabbed my hand cream on the way as well and popped some on. Then I had to wait for it to sink in. So yeah, I'm making scraps. So everyone else is doing these videos using up scraps. Nah, not me. I'm doing a video making some more scraps. Because I can. I've started binning some of the scraps. I know it sounds awful, but I save the smallest bit of paper, me. It's terrible. So some of them I think, yeah, if it's not beautiful and I'm not going to use it, I'm binning it. So you can bog your life down with scraps, can't you? Right, I think I'm going to want that way. It's way too wide. Yep, liking that. And a bit of this on. Can I live with my edges not torn? Can I? No, can't. Worth a try, won't it? You want torn edges? You want torn edges. I could tear them with my ruler, but I can't reach it. I'd have to like really stretch to reach that. Me like it. Me like it. And I'm just going to mix it in with a bit of book page and a bit of music paper. So I shall grab a nice creamy book page, but not too creamy. I know I've got no book page in my scraps, I used them all up. Do you know what? I am going to use tear ruler for this. No, I'm not. I'm going to use an ordinary ruler. No better at making decisions than I were at the beginning of the week, am I? There we go. I'm just ripping white bits off that I don't want. I might like the number. I don't know, I like the numbers at the bottom and the... yeah. The titles at the top sometimes. That slipped just as I was starting to rip. And they're not going in my scrap box, they're going in the bin. Not the floor bin. I've got a bag hung up within reach and I'm using it. Just knock some off in process, but don't whittle. So yeah, I'm going to rip that down there though. Now down there. Put that number on. Gotcha. Got the number on. So that's that. That's that. And a bit of stripe. Right, I'm going to shape the top of the tag, because I need to shape the top of the tag to decide where to put my paper. Right, where am I? I've tied it up. I've tied it up. Don't know how I've put my cards. You know the plastic cards where you cut the corner off? I must have thought of some fantastic place to put them that would be amazing. That I think, yeah, I know exactly where they are. I haven't got a clue what I've done with them. Oh, I've remembered. Well, I haven't remembered. I've remembered where I put the spare ones. So it looks like I'm going to have to shape another tag, doesn't it? There you go. It's just so you get them both even, isn't it? You must have seen somebody do this before. So I'll pop it there, turn it over, pop it there. That's so not straight. I have to straighten it up on table. I can't just do it in mid-air. There we go. Now I can decide where I want. See, that would have been too tall. I tend to leave the top bit blank. I don't try and shape my paper perfectly. Life's too short, isn't it? So yeah, that's then going to go there. And then I want some ticking there. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I think I need less ticking. Oh, I'm covering that up. Is that too much book page? No, it's not too much book page. Quite like it. Go for it. Just crack on. I will just going into overthinking mode then. I'm supposed to be filling a full pocket here with tags, and I'm taking 3 days to do the first one. Bit of ink. The ink just makes all the difference, doesn't it? I know some people's style is not to use ink, but I like it. And do you know, I never used to. When I used to do mini albums, I used to see people ink things and think, what a waste of time. Why on earth would you want to do that? That's just making work for yourself. And then I give it a whirl and I'm like, ooh, I get it. I totally and utterly now get it. I even have to ink the tag as well, because that needs doing. Your papers look different on the tag once the edges are inked. I'm not going to ink the back. I will definitely do that as soon as I turn camera off, so I can get these things listed in Etsy, on Etsy. So how did I have it? There.
Sorry, oh, I'm not sure.
That's so so jumpy. I don't know why I said skimpy. I'm not skimpy. Oh dear. I didn't say out there, did I? Again, I'm not even going there. She's just a nightmare, that woman. Glue book out. Just get rid of some bits, woman. I got a box out to put everything in, so I weren't going to get in this kind of tangle. And am I using it? Am I heck? Why would I use that? Here, in the box. Box, box. 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 Don't need them shiny tags. Look how much tidier my desk is now. That were amazing. I'm not a wuss. I don't have to pause video to tidy up. Don't call me Tanya. I'm having a laugh, by the way. Tanya ribs me about how untidy I am. I rib Tanya about how tidy and organised she is. That's just how it is. Right. Yeah, up to there looks good. I've got a bit of kitchen roll to hand. Here I have. Oh, I've even got a dried baby wipe. Fabulous. Oh, look. A couple of dried baby wipes. I've remembered now, I stuffed them inside the kitchen roll tube so I didn't lose them. And I'd forgot they were there, I just found them. Life's so exciting when you've got a crappy memory. Because it's like, oh, yeah, look where I've found. Didn't know that was there. You did, you just forgot. I want the ticking on first, I decided, didn't I? Yeah, so let's glue the ticking next. I bought some more of my Elmer's Extreme glue sticks. If anyone is wanting any, I mean, I've only found this one source on eBay where they're at a reasonable price. They're a bit extortionate on Amazon. That's even when you can get them. They're $3.99 on eBay for a pack of 2. So I've stocked up now because it started saying on that eBay seller's site, low stock. I was like, ah, panic. Let's order another 4 sticks. So I won't be running out now. Yeah, I got grief off Tanya for that as well. So how many glue sticks you got now then? About 300, Tanya, and I'm now happy. No, I am. I think I've got 6 now. I'm using a 2-pack and I've got 3 unopened 2-packs. Right, I like that. That's so good. Right. I think I want to stick that label on it. Oh, drop my scissors, get the granny grabber. Because you like seeing the granny grabber so much. There it is. Ah, ah. It got stuck. I were toying with the idea of giving you a craft room tour when I tidied it up. Then I chickened out. I mean, I tell you, it's world's shortest video. I don't think many people can comprehend the scale of my craft room. Yeah, it is very tiny. But my daughter's just been sat in here doing something, Rebecca. She said to me, your craft room scares me. I feel like something's going to fall on my head. That's because I've got floor-to-ceiling shelves on both sides of me. And my little desk in the middle. My desk's, yeah, wedged between them. Says, it's fine, Rebecca, everything's safe. Yeah, famous last words, that, isn't it? But it is. My shelves are anchored to the wall. And everything's on them. Quite organised. It just looks messy because there's so much in here. I've used every inch of wall space, like you do. Right, I like that there. I wouldn't normally put something like that on a tag, but I'm gonna. I've covered most of that book page up that I stuck on. But it's all about layering, isn't it? I do love how easy this glue runs. It is affected by the temperature as well. Because I'd overdone it with heating when I got my boiler fixed. The glue stick was much more, squidgy. So, I don't know if I think it was Tania who mentioned she might have to try storing them in the fridge. I actually think that's a good idea. I might do it myself. Try putting them in the fridge overnight, ready for a day's work. Right, I like that. I really like that. And that's going to have the old chestnut of the hole in the top and an eyelet putting in, because I just love it. So I've started just keeping my eyelets out on my desk now because I use so many. That's that. They're here under my graded ephemera boxes. That just reminded me of you'll like this one, Sally. Home Pride. Oh, I need to Google Home Pride adverts or look them up on YouTube. Home Pride flower. Oh, there were the little adverts, weren't there, with the little men in bowler hats, and something about flower being graded, about why their flower's better than everybody else's. Oh wow, blast from the past. When I was a kid, so this is a while back, I had one of the Home Pride baking sets. It were plastic. It were one of the little Home Pride men. There was a little man in a suit and a bowler hat, and every part of that plastic man came off as a baking implement. I think his bowler hat was a sieve, the bottom of his head was a bowl, his feet were pastry cutters, and he was holding a spoon and a spatula. Yeah, and I've no idea what happened to them. They're probably worth a fortune now. Anyhow, reminiscing. Yeah, I'm watching Last Tango in Halifax at the minute while I craft. And I normally watch YouTube, but sometimes I just can't concentrate, and I want to stop making what I'm making and make what the person I'm watching is making, and that's why I end up with so many unfinished things. So I'm watching old TV. Last Tango in Halifax. Not that old, perhaps about 15 years. A 15-year-old would be like rolling their eyes at that. Oh, that's when I was born. So I like that. I'm not putting anything else on that. I really do like it. So let's grab the pocket and put it in. Has anyone seen the pocket? Does anybody know what I did with the pocket? Because I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. This is going to be... I'm going to have to pause video to find what I'm actually making on video. That's sinking to new depths, that. Oh, here it is. Shoo. I quite like that. That will be a nice big background tag in the top. It's not quite the full 7 inches, it's a bit smaller. So I've grabbed some cream card here, and I'm going to make a tag the full height of the 7 inches. Well, it's going to be 7 inches ish, and the reason for the ish is I'm just getting my little trimmer out that measures 6 inches. So we said we could do a big one, 7 inches by 4. Yeah, I'm referring to my post-it note. Cut that 4 inches wide, and I'll have to use my ruler to measure where 7 inches is. So that's 7 inches, and we'll cut down to there. So that's roughly that. That's the maximum size tag we can fit in this project. I've got brads and all sorts now in my, what's it, a little pink tub where I'm going to keep everything. It's full of brads. Right, let's just check that fits before we crack on with it. I think that might end up being a bit big. don't know, I didn't think, no, that'll be fine. Yeah, actually I'm going to make it slightly narrower, so I'm going to waste some card making that a bit narrower. It's just a bit of a tight fit, and when I want to put other things in as well, so I'm just going to make it 3 3/4. That'll make me happy. And I want to make this one tag shaped as well. I think I want a bit more cutting off, so I'm going to cut a bigger, you can do it, a bigger corner off there. Yeah. This is why none of my stuff ends up with the same corners, because I lose the card I'm using and then I just do another one. Get that straight. Lovely. Inky inky. I think I'll do a bit of yeah, layering on this tag, and then I'm going to put one of the ephemera pieces that has a butterfly on this big one. I mean, we said before there's not many extra butterflies in this kit, so I'm going to use the ephemera pieces that already have butterflies incorporated. So let's have a squint at what we've got. Again, that's a big one. Will it fit? Oh, it's just that bit too big, but I'm just going to cut that out as a journal card because I do love it. Right, we're looking for flutterbys. Oh, I like that. I like a lot of them. I like them all. That's problem sometimes, isn't it? When you know you've got far too much stuff and you like it all, trying to narrow it down to what you want to use. That's butterflyless. Butterflyless. Ooh, these. Yes, they've got butterflies on. They're looking like usual suspects to me at the minute. And I'm going to cut a few of these labels out as well. So which one is going to go on this giant tag? We've narrowed it down. I don't know now. I haven't got one shape I wanted it to be. Excuse me. I could put butterfly paper as a background, then put something else on. That's an idea. I like that sheet. And then, yes, let's rip the white off and see what occurs. What white's going to be gone into? That's what's going to occur when I rip white off. Yeah. 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 I'm going to say yeah 26 times. And then I'm going to move everything from underneath you, because you need to take advantage of the lines on your map here, woman, to get this straightish. So yeah, I'm going to rip it along this line here. I don't know how wide that is. It's all guesstimation. I know I'm ripping straight up middle of them butterflies, but I'm not really bothered. They're like the faint ones, aren't they? Yes, that I'm liking. And you know, I might actually do exactly what I've told you I don't do and follow the shape of the tag with this one. Let's see if I can do it. Might go horribly wrong, this. I don't think there's a high chance it's going to go horribly wrong, but you don't know until you try, do you? I'm just sliding my ruler up the tag and looking at the bit I've got left. A bit like that. So now I've got to rip the corners off, same, haven't I? Like, yay. Yep. I'd be better holding the corner, wouldn't I, and ripping other way, but I can see better this way. Yeah, I quite like that. I just want to get rid of a bit of that because it didn't rip straight and it'll bug me. There you go. Ink it up. So we've now got some butterflies on it. I don't want to make too many thick tags or this pocket's going to be so chunky. You won't be able to fit stuff in it. It's not thin, thick paper this. It's, I think that may be 200 GSM. Yeah, I'm liking that. Oops. I really do need to find another book to use as a glue book. Here, that's another piece of it. It's not like I'm short of old books. I just need to find one that I know I don't want to use for anything and I'm happy to throw in the bin when I've covered it with glue. Quite simply. Make sure I've got my edges covered. I always like to go around them last. Right, I think I'll line this up at the top first because that's the bit you're going to see, isn't it? Poking out at top. You've got a little bit of wiggle time with this glue stick as well. I like that. You don't with them all, do you? Oh, that's fine. I love it. Oh, this is gorgeous paper. There we go. So I'm not going to do a lot more to that, you know. I think I'm just going to stick a label on it. I really think that's all it needs. The paper is so lovely. Now, move your glue book out of the way so you don't stick stuff to it. What label do we want? I do like these brown labels. I might want that calendar label, it looks cute. I don't look at me like cutting them out anymore. I'm getting much more. It's only paper, you don't have to cut really slow in case you ruin one. You can print another. It's okay, Julie. I've not gone for calendar one in end. Just a bit more careful on the edges. Sometimes I cut this bit off as well and just give it the label shape, but I think I want this edge on today. I don't know whether that's the right thing for here now. I don't know. I'm feeling this tag needs sewing. No, I don't like that on there. Sorry, changed my mind. What am I like? I think I want one of these shaped ones. So let's try this one. No worries, that one I've cut, it'll go in my little tag, in my label tub, and it'll be perfect on something else. I'm not going to sing this time. I don't know if Beyonce's going to be wanting some royalties for that sparkling performance I gave on that video recently. If you don't know what I mean. Yeah, I put a ring on it into put a label on it. That's much better. I like that there. Let's give the edges a bit of an ink. And because this one is card, I'm going to glue it on with I'm going to use my Hobbycraft tacky glue. You don't have to use that Cosmic Shimmer. It's glue at the end of the day. Put label straight because the thing on it is not straight. quite like that. I do. Not singing that song either. I couldn't take the fan mail. I'd have them hounding me to go on Britain's Got Talent or The Voice, wouldn't I? Oh, Masked Singer, they might want me. Cause, yeah. I'm under no illusion, I'm tone deaf and I know it. It's one of them should have been on stage. Oh, really? Yeah, sweeping it. Old jokes at best, aren't they? I think this one needs some lace on it. I'm going to grab some lace. I did buy a new wide lace and I have tidied all my lace tub up. So, voila, there it is. How organised with that? I like these wide ones for doing spines on things and for putting tabs on top. That's not cut very straight, is it? So I'm going to get off the amount I want. And I'll straighten them off at the same time. Yeah, I really like that look. And I'm going to put eyelets in. That's another look I really like at the minute. So let's test this glue out on fabric. It's supposed to work on it. Well, I have tested it out. I tested it with some little swatches on a piece of card. Then I said to my daughter, try and pull that off. So she pulled her hardest and she did pull it off. So the test was actually very pointless, because unless you're going to have children willfully trying to pull your projects apart, that really didn't test anything, did it? But I do suggest when you buy these things from my Etsy shop, you don't give them to children to pull apart, because I'm quite sure the children will manage to pull them apart. Right, there you go. I think I need to put a bit more under there. I think I missed that bit, but the other side stuck lovely. It says on it, for bigger, tougher projects. It tells you on the box what it sticks. It doesn't actually tell you on the thing. Strange. So yeah, there we have that. It's slightly wonky, but I'm not going to stress. Don't stress. I'm going to let that just dry up for a couple of seconds while I get this. Yeah, I'm going to cut these out and pop them in like them. Right, I want eyelets to put in there, don't I? They're in front of me, so it's had about 3 seconds to dry, hasn't it? Because I'm like, I'll just let that dry a while, and then I realised that I didn't know what I was going to do, so there was no what to do. The tools are all out. Just make sure I've got both sides in, and I'm gonna. My handle keeps coming off these. It's rather annoying. I might have to glue them on, you know. Could I use it without them? I don't know. I think I'm going to take that one off that side. So then as I'm squeezing, rather than me putting pressure on, the rubber handle is just sliding off. It's only a cover for the grip. It's not integral to the workings of it. I'm very, if you're doing fabric and card together, if you're very sudden with the chomping, it tends to go through better. Right, and then I'm going to pop these in. I just like this look, especially in these stack pockets. Right, let's squeeze these up. Yeah, that was much easier to do without the rubber grip sliding off halfway through. Yeah, oh, I like that. So that one's then going to pop in there. So it's starting to look like a filled pocket now, isn't it, rather than just... And I love the look of all those clustered together there. We need some smaller tags for this bottom one. So I'm happy with the top pocket. I'm going to fussy cut some of these out to put in the middle. In fact, I'm going to pause while I fussy cut. And I also need a cup of tea. And I'm back. I assure you, you've missed no thrilling. All I've done is, well, I made a cup of tea. I've cut that out to put in the back pocket because I really like that one. I've cut one of the postcards out with the little birds on to put in the middle pocket. And I started cutting this one out, then I thought you might actually want to see how I cut this out. Show you. This is the page it was from, and can you see how it's all old and aged and raggedy edged? Well, I'm cutting the raggedy edges, and I just do it like this. It's not, I don't even follow the edges exactly because I'm going to ink them, and any bits that haven't followed the edge perfectly will end up getting covered up with the ink. So I'll just use them as a rough guide. Gosh, you can see that, I totally missed that off. It's making a really strange noise. I don't know if I've got my scissors upside down. I use them both ways. It's because I've got the serrated ones on the bottom. Let's turn them to the top. Still making that annoying noise. Must be this kind of card I'm using, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just following it. No. Yeah, it's not thrilling. There we go. Whack a bit of ink on it, if you see what I mean. Any bits that where I didn't follow it perfectly, all that's forgiven when you ink it. And I really like that. I'm not doing anything to that one, that's just going in as a journal card as it is. I don't need outdoing to it. I'll put it in front of the postcard one, and we'll just see the little butterflies peeking out. So now this needs a couple of little tags in the bottom. Oh, I've got this as well. Remember the Artie Maze one? I said that's going to look nice because look at them colours. It brings a little bit of pink into it. I think that's fine. It matches nicely. And I'll leave that poking up so that you just see the word spring, because we're coming towards spring, aren't we? So I think that fits in there lovely. So grab some of my smaller bits of card again, and I want some tags that aren't going to obscure the butterflies, that are just going to come up to there. So I'm just going to grab a pencil and mark where I want to cut these. I'm going to cut it about there. If I were Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah, I'd get my scissors and cut across there. I'm not Tina. I can't cut that straight to save my life. And then I'm going to cut it the width of a tag-ish. There you go. I'll use the other twos for, they'll go in my scrapbox for, you know, just printing words on and putting on things. Yeah, I know what I mean. So now I know that's going to fit nicely. Yeah, and I want another one that size, and then I'll put a piece of ephemera widthways in. And then we're done, it's all ready. It's good to go. Right, I'm going to be, look, I'm going to cut my second one with scissors. Look at that. Measuring up against first one. To be honest, it's took me longer to do this than it would have done to use my chopper. So next time I'm going to use chopper. For some people, cutting it with scissors saves time. For me, it just drags it out a bit. And again, I'm going for the traditional tag shapes. So I'm going to grab my crocodile that cuts the traditional tag shapes. I picked the wrong one up again. Which one is it? What's it called? It's pink. Let's remember it's pink. It's just the angle cut I want. I could have done it with the plastic card, but when I've got this I'm going to use it. I use this an awful lot when I did mini albums for little photo mats, and yeah, I've done both ends on that. Do you know what? Leave it. I got talking, I got carried away. I've turned it into a label because I was thinking of my mini album days, and look what happened. Happy accident. Rather than two same tags, we've now got a tag and a little journal card. Let's ink it up. Then I'm going to do a little bit of collage on these too. I like to put a mix of collaged things in and just plain cut out ephemera in these. So let's get my ripped bits of paper back. I've got my ticking, I like my ticking, and that other one. So let's do something with these. That looked a bit funny, didn't it? I'll take that bulge off at the side. I'll take the straight edge off. And that's a bit of ticking on one. Bit of ticking for other. Really don't like how that ripped, so I'm gonna get another go from there. Yeah, paper rips much better one way than the other. Once I've ripped the straight edge off, that'll be perfect. See, I'm just creating scraps today. I could title this video, let's create some scraps. And then what you can do is you can watch other people's videos where they use up scraps, yeah? Just getting faffy now with putting these. Yes, me like you, me like you. And a bit of book page, methinks. Could I find that book page I was using earlier? Rather doubtful, so I'll rip another book page off. When I tidy my desk up, they'll turn up and they'll end up in my scrap box. I need a book page in there. So let's rip some of that top off. And I'm just going to go straight ahead and ink that up because I know I'm going to stick it there. Grab my glue book. That surprisingly is in its proper place. Move some tools, Julie, and then you've got room for your glue book. Yeah. Sorted. I was one of them kids at school, me, that nobody ever wanted to sit next to because my stuff constantly went over that centre line. Yeah. Ooh. So what were you at school? Were you one of those who worked well within your area, or did you like to spread out onto your partner's desk? I was definitely one of those who spread out onto my partner's desk, which it didn't matter so much with some people. I mean, I don't know if all schools are the same. Like at school we did what my kids do now. You move around. Yeah, well, pre-pandemic, you had all your stuff in your backpack and you moved around. How about I mix these up? That needs a bit more of a wobbly edge. Yeah, you move around from classroom to classroom and you were sat next to different people all day. So yeah, some people didn't mind you spreading out into their area. Other people really not very happy about it. So yeah, you learnt who your friends were. I could just imagine me and Tania from Tatty Treasures sitting next to each other at school. Oh my God, I think we'd have ripped each other's hair out. We really would. She's so tidy and I'm so messy. Yeah, we'd have fallen out big time. It'd have been like Rumble in the Jungle. Tania versus Julie. Yeah, that one's going to go there. It all gets tidied up at end of day, doesn't it? That's the important bit. I can't have those stripes not straight. It's twiddle, twiddle. Whew, oh no. That was nearly a disaster in my book, that were. Right, I'm going to fasten some lace on top of that with my little Tim Holtz tiny attacher. I like that. If anyone knows if you can get the little staples for this in any colour other than silver, let me know. Because I really want some in a colour other than silver, and I've never seen them. I'm looking because I've got some lace out on my desk from a previous project. There it is, and this is the one I want to use. Yeah, they're all silver, but I want some antique bronze ones. I don't know if I've dreamt that you can get them, but I can't find them. And if they don't do them, if you're listening, Tim, Antique Bronze, cheers, mate. Thanks a lot. So I'll just, yeah, staple that on with some wonky staples. Look at me. Using wonky things by choice. Right. I want to stick a butterfly on that, and I don't have a fussy cut one, so I'm going to chop this one out in the middle of this bit of paper because I can. Let's check he's not going to be too big. He's going to be huge on there, isn't it? It's too big. That word like. I'm abandoning that idea then, eh? Have I got a butterfly that's smaller on something? No. I'm going to have to use this one here. It's not quite the colour I wanted, but I'll ink him up a bit and make him look like he belongs. Best use my tiny scissors for this. I'll tell you what, no, they're too tiny. Back to middle size. I know I paused last time to do fussy cutting, but I wanted a cup of tea then. I've got one now, so let's have a sip. Ooh, yeah. That's better. Yeah, I normally have a cup of tea ready when I start a video, or have one on order from the children. But they are busy doing their schoolwork at the minute. It's the first day back when I'm filming this. I know you'll not see it well later in the week. We did ever so well getting up on time. I did ever so well getting up on time. We've not gone really out there with lions through half term because it was only a week. But we were not going up while 9 and 10 rather than 7 and 8. I mean, they don't have to get up hugely early, my kids. It literally is a 5-minute walk to school. So, yeah. They normally start at 20 to 9. So, they don't leave the house well nearly 8:30. I know some kids are, especially kids who have to catch buses. Especially with all this pandemic stuff. I'm so glad I just sent them to local school. It's quite a good school anyway when it's behaving. Right, I want some painter's tape. Painter's paper. I must have a bit in my scraps box. Have I really? Oh, I may have even got the perfect size piece. I don't want to get the whole scrap box out. Yeah, that's the perfect size piece. No, that one could be. Yeah, he needed something else behind him because he were blending in with the background. And that's already inked. How good is that? I remember putting that in. So that's that and that's that. And then I'm going to put a teensy little label on. And yeah, I'm just going to put the first one on. Chop. Oh, I might even not ink the edge of this because it's already dark. Now I'm going to have to take the edge off because I've cut it. If you cut it, you must ink it. It just takes the white edges off. Yeah, so just a tiny bit just to get those white edges off. There's my Hobbycraft glue gone because we're using that today. That's going to go there. Me like it. Get the glue book out again. I never put lid on my glue. Hope it hasn't dried up. Nah, I've not been going long enough to dry it up, have I? I got the box of ephemera out and I've not even used it, have I? My tiny and small ephemera boxes. There's enough in this kit though, isn't there? I've not needed it. And we're getting those labels from Pink Monarch Prints. I've just not needed it. Might challenge myself to make some things just from those boxes again. Allow myself a blank tag and have to do everything from box, not allowed to get anything else. I am planning a file folder next week or two. I've been planning it for a while and people keep asking me, and someone did say, Jania said she'd love to see me do a grungy one. So yeah, I'm going to do a grungy one. Right, that's that done. I've lost it again. I keep putting the actual pocket over to one side and forgetting which side it's at. So that's going to pop in there, lovely. Right, we need to decorate this up now. I'm going to put the ticking sideways on there. No idea how long this video is. I'm not even going to bother anymore. It's as long as it is, isn't it? It's as long as a piece of string. Wow, put lid on that. That's going on. I need the stripes straight-ish, because it'll throw my eye out if it's not. That's that. There's the pattern paper. I'm sure I've got a small bit ready. Yeah, but I think I need a longer bit. A long piece. Yeah. Put that on. And I'm going to use that big butterfly on this because I've made this to go sideways and I think it'll go on it fine. Glue that. Yeah, my glue book is over here. I'm not gluing on top of all my new papers. That's going to go there. And you know what? I think I might cover that with a label. Have we got some portrait style labels? I'm not sure. I'm sure there is. Yes, there is. Yeah. I'm going to use one of these. Guess which one? The first one. Because it's going to be easy to cut out. Can you even see me? Oh, so I don't need a bit of book page and everything. So I didn't want to go, I didn't get the painter's paper out because I'd used a lot of it making the actual items, the stack pocket, the tag and the corner. Right, let's ink that up. Do you know what? I want to cut some more of this. I don't want the brown showing. It's not even about it showing. I just don't want it to there. I don't want it existing on my label. I'm cutting it off. I just don't think it fits on this. Not on this project. Right, that's better. That's better. That is much more of a let's blend into background kind of label, isn't it? With that brown edge on it, it stood out much more. Grab the tacky glue. Yeah, I did it on a project again earlier in the week. I like how that follows that, you know, the cut corner on the tag. Right, we now need to cut this big butterfly out because we're going to use him. I'm cutting quite close because I don't want to see the background paper. There we go. I'm getting a bit quicker at fussy cutting again in my old age. I've done a lot of fussy cutting though, because all my tubs were getting a bit low. You know, my labels and my butterflies and my botanicals. So I've been filling them all up. So that when I reach for them for a project, they are there. I still don't have a lot of green butterflies though. I'm on a mission now to look for some. There's a few really nice green ones in that Tim Holtz Ephemera. Right, here we go. Ink the edge of this one. I don't know whether I'm going to put any painter's paper under this one. I'll see how it looks without it. No, I don't think this one needs it. I like that as it is. That butterfly is a different enough colour to the background. And because this one's on paper, I'm going to do it with that. I don't know how I did the other one. I tend to use glue stick on paper, tacky glue on card. Sometimes any kind of glue, even the art glitters and the cosmic shimmers, can make paper wobble and wrinkle. Yeah, I'm liking him. You can stay. We like you. Right. Grab the pocket back. Let's see what we've made. It's a disaster. Disaster. I'm doing a Tania. I'm just going to pause and tidy. And I'm back. Right, I've tidied up. I've found other stuff. So that's the one we just made. So that pops in there. And now yeah, it's a full set of 3, isn't it? I can now get this in my Etsy shop. I'm really quite happy with that. So what have we done today? We've done that tag, quite plain, but again, sometimes I just like to let the paper speak for itself. We've got the journal card. We've done that tag. We've put that Arty Maze piece in because it goes so well and it is nearly spring. That's the postcard I did off camera. That's that one we cut. And we've just done these two. We've done a little tag and a little sideways journaling card. I'm really quite pleased with that lot. So I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, it's like it's finishing something off 2 weeks after we started it, but that's how I work. I quite often do that. That's why I've got so many unfinished projects. I've got unfinished small projects, not just big ones. So thank you very much for joining me. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in comments. Well, yeah, and I'll get gone now. I'll go and feed my kids. Yeah, thank you very much for joining me. See you next time. Bye.